Hello, this is Delinda, your Independent Scentsy Director. And because we have so many new consultants that are joining us this month, I decided I would try to answer the first question that I think everybody has. How do I place an order? Now that I'm a consultant, I've got my starter kit, now what? Okay, this is one of the most important things in order to get paid. So I'm going to go to my workstation. But before I do that, I am going to, well, I'll go ahead and go into it for just a second. And just go on. Pretend you all got a website the minute you joined. I'm just going to go to my website. And anybody of your friends, you can give them your website address. They can go here, they can shop, and it automatically, because it's your website, you're going to get paid commission on that on the 10th of the month. So they can just shop away. But I want to show you something. We're going to go to your Orders tab. And the first thing we're going to do is go over here and we're going to set up a Scentsy order. Now, when you go to this, now you don't have to go to this in order for people to shop from your website. But this is from your workstation site. This is very important because this is where you will put in if you were going to have a home party that has to reach 200 before it's considered a home party. Or if you're going to have a basket party where you're just handing out catalogs and maybe testers to your friends and letting them take it around and try to get orders. You could switch it. The difference between a home party is, see, when you do a home party, you're going to have to put in all this information. If you choose it as a basket party, you don't have to put in the time and all that stuff, the party information. So that's the difference in that. Fairs and shows. I normally don't ever use this tab because I don't use fairs and shows to get orders. I use fairs and shows to get stock and to sell my stock and to actually get contacts for parties and stuff like that. Fundraising, same way. You could put this on here if you were going to do a fundraiser. You'll have to go get on your resources tab or your training videos and watch about fundraisers and how you can do fundraisers. Or if your order is going to be less than $200, that needs to be an individual order. And now, say you started this as a home party. And we went all through the steps, filled all this out, and created a home party, and it didn't meet the 200, then you're not going to be able to submit this. It's going to give you an error message telling you that it's not enough because it has to be 200 or more. So you're going to have to delete the home party, and you're going to have to reopen it as an individual order, and then you'll be able to order and still get paid on it. The difference between a home and an individual is, like I said, the 200. Once you do a home or basket for 200, then you get free shipping. An individual order, there is no free shipping. So if you're going to ship it to anybody besides the home and basket party, even if they're on your home party, they have to pay for the shipping. Shipping only goes to one person, and if even for a $200 party or more, for free. Usually that is the consultant, and then you will bag the order and deliver it to your hostess for them to distribute to their guests. You can also be the hostess. You can be the one who actually is the consultant and the hostess. Once you gather $200 in orders, you can submit it and get party rewards. So I'm going to show you something that you need to have on every single at all times on your workstation. Let's go back to my workstation, and you can see this tab, My Open Parties. I'm going to click on it and see it says February Online Orders. So I have this set up so if anybody orders from my website and they order through my online party order, Not only, not only are they going to get their orders just like normal, like they would from the website, it's also going to show up as an online order in my party, and it's going to go toward my hostess credits. So always have an open online or party open. I've just named this February online orders. So even if they didn't click on my open parties, excuse me, if they went to shop, it's going to ask them at the end if they want to add it to Delinda's February online orders. A lot of times we have an issue that the problem is you will have a party, say Jane Doe is your hostess, and she has a party, and she tells all of her friends that live out of state, hey, go shop Delinda's website and click on my party, open party, and they go to my website, but they don't click on Jane's open party. She's not going to get credit for that. So be sure and tell everybody to click on that open party. Now, how do we do that? Let's go back to our orders tab here. And we're going to say it's a home party. And this is the most important button that you can have. It's defaulted to no, but you want to click it to yes. And I'll show you why. This is why. If you click yes, it's going to show up on your website, like that other February open party. So let's say you're going to have Jane Doe is throwing you a party, and the party's going to be today at 10 to 12. We'll just leave it as is, but you can put it whatever. The street is 111 South Main, and it's going to be in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. We're just making stuff up. And you are the consultant, so use consultant. Wait, nope, that's only if you were the consultant and the host. Right here, we're going to put Jane Doe again, and her address. Sometimes their party address and their where they live is different, so that's why you have to put it twice. And say her phone number is 918-555-5555. Email, there isn't one. But you definitely want to get her email, and the reason I'm not putting anything in here is because once you put her email in here, it's going to add her to your contacts list, and she will get your monthly newsletter. So always get your guest's email and your hostess's emails. Where do I want the party shipped to? I want it shipped to me. So I just put consultant, and my info is going to come up. Now we're going to go to continue. And don't worry about any of this. I can always delete out a whole party. So until you've submitted it with the final payment, you are fine. All right, now we've gone to continue, and now we can start adding our guest. And you always, this is Jane Doe's, but add yourself as a guest too. And I'll tell you why later. So, add myself as a guest, and now I've come up as one of our guests. All right, now we're going to start pretending Jane Doe has guest. And we're going to click on the guest, and we're going to put guest 1, which you'll put their name, you'll put their phone number and address, and you'll say she lives in Broken Arrow, and you'll put all that information in. You can skip and come back to this later. And always know it's not going to direct ship. It's going to come to me, the consultant, and then I'm going to deliver it to Jane Doe, my hostess. She's going to deliver it to guest 1. Save and return to cart. Okay, now it's got Jane Doe, the host, me, the consultant, and guest number 1. And we're going to say guest number 1, she wanted the 6 Scentsy bars. I just type in 6 Scentsy bars. You don't need codes or anything. Add to cart. Once it adds to cart, it's going to ask you what 6 bars you want. And you can, they do not have to be the same, We're going to say one is coconut lemongrass. Add it. We want a Luna. Add it. Let's say we want 2 jammy times. Excuse me, 2. And we want a black raspberry vanilla. We're going to add that. And a mocha doodle. And add that. It's not going to let you save the multi-pack until you have all 6 bars. And then you're going to say save multi-pack. Okay. Now if you'll look, it shows what guest 1 ordered. And you're going to see shipping and handling. It's going to show $5. That is not going to go away until you've hit your 200. Then you'll have free shipping that won't be there. Also, if you look at your hostess, well, I can't see it now, but usually it will tell you. I'll show you that at the end. Now let's say we're going to add another guest, and this is guest 2, and we're going to add this. Say guest 2 wants the diffuser of Aspire. Add to cart. And it shows me that guest 2 got Aspire. Now, if you want to look here, this is going to tell you what your PRV is. So we're at $139.50. We know we can't close this party out till at least 200. All right, so now let's say also guest 2 wants rest oil. And we're going to add that. Whoops, it says error. Why is there an error? A valid SKU. Maybe I didn't give it time. Let's try that again. I think they might be out of rest. There, it took it. Okay, and now you can see we're up to 161.10. Okay, let's do another thing. Let's say guest number 1 wants a laundry love. Or let's do a combine and save. Let's do a Scentsy companion. And she wants the lampshade companion. Again, it's going to prompt you. What lampshade warmer does she want? Say we want cream diamond. And we want the night light of Charity. And we want 3 Scentsy bars. And we can make them all the same. Let's say she wants 3 Lunas. Just for speed's sake. Save that. And now you have all this. Now, we're over our 200. Excuse me. Now, if you notice, now we've got host rewards to use. So, the hostess has earned, excuse me, 1 half-priced item. There's a perpetual reward item that you can use or you can give it away, which is another half-price item. And you've got $23.11 that your host gets to spend in free credit. So now Jane Doe, let's say we're going to use her host credit. We're going to have to push this tab because if you push this, you're going to charge her for it. So this is her host credit. This is what I wanted you to see. This freaks people out. It says host reward $5. Well, basically this is just a caution thing to tell you, hey, don't close out this party because there's rewards here. This will go away as soon as your hostess has used all her free stuff. Okay, so the host credit, say she has $23.11 to spend. Let's say she wants, let's say she wants a nightlight. Let's see, Starry nightlight. Okay, she's got that, it's 0. She's got that for free. Now it shows you that 20 of 23 was taken. So she's got $3.11. Well, say she wants a bar and it's $5. You can go ahead and push host credit and push, I'm just using Luna because it's just so easy. Luna Scentsy bar, add it to the cart. And now she owes, because it still hasn't, $5 hasn't gone away. She owes, if you look over here, $1.89 overage. And you will actually have to charge her and tax her for this $1.99 overage. Okay, now her half-priced item. Say for her half-priced item, she wants the Laundry Love bundle. So you're going to go down here to Laundry Love, which is a $50 item, but she's going to get it for half price. So let's say she wants Quiver washer tubs. She wants Scentsy Clean dryer discs. She gets actually 4 discs because there's a box. There. Okay, Scentsy Clean. I'm doing it too fast. Dryer disc. Add it. And I've got one more. So there's a box of 2 dryer discs, and now we're going to do another box of Quiver. Whoop. Down here. Quiver dryer discs. I'm going to add that. You can do them all the same. Doesn't matter. Laundry liquid. I'm just going to go with my Quiver because I love my Quiver. And add it. Save multi-pack. Once you do that, you'll see that her half price is taken and her host rewards have been taken. That $5 charge went away. And you can see that her $50 item, she now owes $25 for that. And she owes $1.89 for her overage on her free stuff. Now, one thing you need to know, when you're charging somebody for half-priced items on tax, you have to charge them tax. You're going to figure that tax on $50 instead of the $25. So a lot of people don't know that. They just figure their tax that they owe for $25. And that's going to be different. See, I'll show you the difference right now. That was, say we did it just on the 25 times 10842 equals, that would be $2.11. And plus the tax on $1.89. But if we did it on all 50, then it's $4.21 just for the Laundry Love. So that's where they're getting that tax. A lot of people don't know how to figure tax. And all it is you take whatever amount that you're charging, say it's a $20 nightlight, times your tax rate. And if your tax rate, like mine, is 8.42, to figure their tax rate, you're going to do $20 times 0.0842. And that will give you their tax. Alright, so now, if you notice, there's still one thing not taken. That's a perpetual party reward. And like I said, I've had you add yourself to each order because you can use that perpetual party reward for yourself. It's a half-priced item you can use, or you can actually use it to try to book a party. You can be at a party and say, hey, the first one who books a party or whatever party game, you get a half-priced item, an extra half-priced item. And I would never give them their half-priced item until they hold their qualifying $200 party. But on this one, say there wasn't any and I'm going to use it for myself, I'm going to go here, select it's at the top of the order, select me, and let's say I want some more washer whiffs. And it's going to come down, and I want some ocean washer whiffs. Apply. And now I actually have a half-priced item too. And that is how you do an order. You make sure all the rewards are taken, and then you're going to go to continue. Once you go to continue, This is where it's going to ask you for your payment information. Right here is going to show you what each guest owes. If you have a credit card for them, you're going to use their credit card and just the amount they owe and add to payment. If you've collected checks or cash, then you're going to have to put your information in and put $288.82, add to payment, and this has to be zero balance before you can process it. So, let's go back to your your website. Okay, let's go to open parties. Well, Jane's not showing up yet. Let me see why. Okay, I've closed out of everything, and you say you've taken a couple of orders, and then all of a sudden you don't get back to it for a while. You go back to your orders, and you go, oh, all that stuff I entered, it's gone. Where is it? Because this is your history after it's been processed. So it's right here. Don't panic. Pending orders. And here we have it. Jane Doe. And I said yes on my workstation, so let's get out of this. And I'm just going to now Google and see. And it might not let me because I don't have all of her real information in, but let's see. My open parties. Yep, there's Jane Doe's party. And if I go select a shop, confirm that, yeah, I want to shop on Jane's. All right. But let's go back to the workstation. Like I said, go to orders. And you haven't closed this out yet. And I'm going to my pending orders. And this was Jane's order. And I can still add stuff to it. If somebody ordered from Jane's party online, it's going to ship immediately to them, and it's going to show up down here as online orders. And then you're going to show it, it's going to show up here in your host-based total. But now it might not show up as PRV for one reason. What if it's the end of the month and you've got your party open and say it's February and guest 4 ordered on the party on the website? Then you can keep these parties open, these open parties open for 90 days while you collect host base, but none of these people are going to get their orders until you close this party. So only do that for if you want to keep something open. Did you see that February online order tab that I did? That's just hoping that anybody who orders from my website and it's not connected to a party, that they will order through that open party, and I can be collecting this host base because I can do that for 90 days. But now if it's a real party, you need to close that party within 4 days at the latest after you have gotten the money from that party. People do not want to wait. Basket parties, I don't leave them open more than a week while people are collecting orders, because somebody might have paid and then you've got to wait for a week to close the party, and then that guest is going to be waiting longer for her order and wanting to know where her order is. So if it's a real party, do not hold it. But those open parties that are just for you, that you hope just your friends order, go ahead. They're going to go ahead and as soon as they order from the website, they're going to get their order and you're going to get host base. So, but the PRV will be in the month that it was ordered, actually ordered. So that is basically how to place an order. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will help you and work you through it. And okay, I'm going to show you one thing. Since we were playing around, I can go to pending order, and I can go to Jane Doe. I can delete this whole thing. And now that fake one is gone. So, but never delete a party that you're actually wanting. Anytime you go to the Family Store tab and look around, it's going to show up as a party. And I've just been catalog shopping. I've got a big old order here, but I haven't actually submitted it. And I can go in and edit it, or I could actually go in and delete that whole thing just like that over here. I could go and delete that off. So anyway, that is how you place an order. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Let me get out of here and close this off.